Thanksgiving at my parents' house in Greenwich feels like stepping onto a stage that never gets struck. The mahogany table, the cranberry runner, the gold-rimmed plates. I take my seat and breathe through rosemary and restraint. "So, Maya," Uncle Peter says, reaching for the gravy, "what are you up to these days?" Before I answer, my brother Ethan jumps in. "She's still founder. Third swing, right?" "Second," I say. "And it hasn't failed yet," he adds with a clink of laughter. Ethan is 33, 5 years older, a senior analyst at a bank. The family's safe bet. To them, his title equals a mortgage and a halo. "Maya," Mom says, setting down her glass, "be kind, Ethan." "But sweetheart, your father and I have talked. You have a Wharton MBA. The startup experiment can't last forever. You could have stability, consulting, finance, something solid." "I have stability." Ethan snorts. "A studio in Queens isn't stability. Salary, 40, 50. I don't draw one yet. We're reinvesting." Translation, free labor. Across the table, my sister Nadia softens her tone. "We're worried. What exactly are you building?" "Artificial intelligence for blood-based cancer detection," I say. "Our models flag biomarkers 18 months earlier than standard protocols." Silence spreads. "That sounds fanciful," Aunt Lila says. "We have 3 issued patents, 4 pending, and trials at 6 hospitals," I answer. "Series Boban closed 8 months ago, 40 million. Ethan sets down his fork. 40? Come on, Maya. Proof. Bank statements, contracts, anything. I look at my purse, at the phone inside it, then at their expectant faces. "I don't need to prove myself at this table," I say. I put my napkin beside my plate and lift my water. "Eat, the turkey's getting cold." Dad leans in. "Maya, your mother and I aren't trying to fight. We want you secure." "I am," I say, steadying my knife. "I lead a team of 12. Half hold PhDs. 2 came from Memorial Sloan Kettering. 1 designed a diagnostic framework hospitals still use." "And you're their boss?" Ethan's brows climb. "I'm the founder and CEO. I built the first model, filed the patents, raised the rounds, hired the team." "Then why Queens?" he says. "Why the 10-year-old Toyota? If you're so successful, where's the gloss? Every dollar I don't wear goes to research." Convenient way to describe being broke. I place my fork down. "Believe what you like." "Names," he presses. "Who invested?" I meet his eyes. "Sequoia, Andreessen Horowitz, Kleiner Perkins." The table stills. Uncle Peter murmurs, "Those are whales." Ethan laughs, thin, brittle. "No chance." He unlocks his phone, typing. Nadia leans over. Mom frowns. Dad squints, trying to fit me back into the old picture. Ethan stops. His face drains. "There's a Forbes piece, 3 weeks ago." He turns the screen. It's me in a white coat in our Manhattan lab, my name beneath. "Astralume Diagnostics lands $40 million to reimagine early cancer detection." Voices erupt. "Let me see. Is that current?" Forbes doesn't run fluff. Phones light the cloth like sparklers. Ethan answers a call, listens, then stares at me. "You're on the cover tonight, 30 under 30, health, digital release." Mom clutches her throat. "Maya, why didn't you tell us?" "I tried for 3 years." More buzzing. Nadia reads, breathless. "Projected valuation over $1 billion with Series C. Founder retains majority." Dad exhales. "My God." I breathe in, slow. "Eat," I say gently. "We can talk after dessert." Dessert lands. Pecan pie, a sugar lacquer over old scripts. Dad clears his throat. "If it's real, teach us. Not the money, the work." For the first time all night, someone asks the right thing. I pull out my phone. Our model learns patterns in routine blood panels, subtle shifts across proteins, metabolites, cell-free DNA. Early cancers whisper, we train the system to hear it. Quiet settles. Nadia leans in. And that saves lives. That's the point. My phone hums. Dr. Patel, our chief medical officer. I step to the den. "Maya," she says, breathless. "Mayo just sent phase 2. 14 pancreatic cases flagged at stage 1 that standard screening missed." I close my eyes. 14 people pulled back from a cliff. Send the dataset. I'll review tonight. At the table, their faces search mine. Good news, I say. Good. Ethan rises, hands unsteady. I was cruel. Because fear wears certainty on me. I'm sorry. Thank you, I say. Respect me even when there isn't a magazine cover. Mom blots her eyes. I wanted safety for you. I used shame instead. I'm sorry. Then start by reading the article, I say, softer. Read why this matters. They nod. Phones go face down. We finish pie and something like peace. I drive to Queens, under a winter moon, my Toyota humming. At home I brew tea, open the laptop, pull up the Mayo files. Rows of numbers, each a life. Tonight, the press can wait, investors can wait, even vindication can wait. I tag anomalies, log outcomes, draft notes for stand-up. The room is quiet, my pulse isn't. This is the work, this is the point. And it's enough.